first half, yeah, Coach Williams was saying yesterday he thought there were some yards that the rushing attack kind of left on the field. How did you feel about the way y'all ran the ball Saturday?
I felt like we did what we were supposed to do. I mean, it was nothing that we needed to brag about or, run around here feeling like we, reinvented the wheel. But, after watching the film and taking coaching, I mean, you can see definitely what we were talking about. But, man, I think we did good. I think we did what we were supposed to do.
Is that a good sign, though, just because, you beat a team like you're supposed to beat them?
Yes, sir. Definitely. I mean, you take nobody for granted, but it's games you're supposed to win, and some games it's going to be dog fights. I mean, we played one of those games we were supposed to win.
Rajion, it looks like this is a step up in the competition level with Western Kentucky coming into Neyland Stadium on Saturday. What are they going to try to do to you guys defensively?
A lot of defensive fronts, a lot of movements. That's just bring pressure and, just all around, man, just try to play solid defense, trying to get us out of our element.
How important, man, they did give up a few big plays in the running game against Kentucky. How important is it going to be to establish that rushing attack and kind of keep their offense off the field? More important than typical, or?
It's just part of the game. I mean, you got to run the ball in this league, and that's what we plan to do.
What are some of the positives and negatives that you guys saw when you watched the film of Austin Peay?
Positives, man, I would just say, man, we executed our game plan. And negatives, we kind of, made a few mistakes and, did a couple things that we shouldn't have. Just, with a little rust. But other than that, we did what we were supposed to do. We followed the game plan to what we wanted to do with it. And, overall, we got the win and felt good about it.
Rajion, how much stiffer a test will this be this weekend for you guys?
It's definitely a bigger test. They got a couple good guys on defense, man. That's going to make a lot of noise. And, honestly, we just got to come out, play our game, execute the game plan, just keep our head down and keep rolling.
I know you guys don't look ahead, but how critical is it to get this game this weekend before you head out on the road the following week?
It's big. The good thing about me, I want to know you can be 2-0. And that's the big deal for us. Definitely going out, trying to be 2-0, not looking past anybody, but just going out and executing.
How much do you and Marlon feed off one another? I mean, you guys a nice long run, and he comes back next series and has a couple of nice runs. Do you feel like you guys really feed off each other really well?
Yeah, I was excited to see Lane score. I mean, I know it may sound weird to a lot of people, but I think, man, just what we go through as a team, as brothers, you're excited to see your other guy, get some praise and definitely get a little bit of the glory and get some of the runs and stuff that he deserves. So, I was excited to see him.
Rajion, how much of a confidence boost was it for you to have the kind of game you did Saturday? I mean, last season had been necessarily the way you played it to get 140 right off the bat.
It felt good. Definitely got to give praise to the O-line because it starts up front with them, but it definitely felt good, man. I just got to say thank you to all those guys for give me that opportunity and give me start.
The fact you had much praise from your running backs coach. What did you have to say after that game?
Good game, and we watched film and we moved on.
The fact that they just beat Kentucky, is that kind of a good thing from your standpoint of you guys not overlooking this team?
I'll say yeah and no. I mean, if they didn't, we still wouldn't overlook them because, I mean, nowadays on any given Saturday, anybody can be beat.
Rajion, the fact that you guys didn't play a full game Saturday, just the way the score was, how much are you looking forward to getting in there and playing a full game and seeing where you guys are at conditioning-wise as the rest of the season kind of approaches?
We're excited. We're definitely excited to see what we're going to be like to put a whole game together. That's what we can do.
Rajion, how much faster do you think this offense is going to pick up in the next couple weeks?
I'm not sure. It all starts on these Tuesday practices, seeing how we come out and attack it and the tempo that we play with during practice. I think that tells it all.
Rajion, when you look back, did you see the yards left on the field that Butch Jones alluded to?
Yes, I did. I can say that honestly that I seen it. And I mean, it was the first game, had a little rust, but no excuses. They say, man, the jump from week 1 to week 2 should be pretty significant, and that's what we plan on doing.
What was it you were doing that was leaving yards on the field? Was it more bouncing outside, or what was it specifically you were doing you'd like to change?
I think I was just looking for the big runs. I was having a little too much fun, but I felt like I stayed true to reads, didn't bounce too much, just had fun in the open field a little bit too much. But other than that, man, I felt like it was a good game all around, from up front to the perimeter. Those guys gave all the backs an opportunity to be successful that night.
Rajion, it looked like today was the first time in a long time that Kurt was able to put on a regular practice jersey and not green. What does he add to the defense as soon as he can go out there and play?
Energy, confidence. That there is a true warrior. A lot of guys feed off Kurt, and it's exciting to see him out there. Definitely some of the live figures that we have.
So he was sitting there yelling at guys. He's saying, I'm good, I feel good, I feel good. When you hear that, y'all would take all the good players you can take right now. So, is that how good is that for the team if he's feeling good?
Oh, man, it's a big boost. He's a part of this team. He's been a part of us for 3 years now, man. We've all played with him, and we know his style of play, and we miss him. And, we can't wait for him to get back out there and contribute.
I don't know how much it matters, but what do you remember about the last time y'all played a lot of Katrina team down there in Fayetteville? What do you remember about that night?
It was a long night. I'm going to say that. It was a long night.
Did it feel like something schematically they were doing was giving y'all problems, or did it feel like it was just a physical kind of one-on-one tough environment and they just kind of pushed y'all around a little bit?
I'm not sure. I was at receiver at that time, so I can't remember being too physical. So all I know is, man, that's a good coach, man. Well respected. He's a great mind in this game, so you got to come out with, your antennas alert and ready to go.
Rajion, a lot of people look at their middle linebacker, Jackson, think he's an NFL football player. What have you seen from him watching that film? Number 4.
Good player. That's a solid good player. Point blank. That's all.
Does he remind you of an SEC linebacker, though?
Oh, yeah. He definitely got the skill sets to be a SEC linebacker, and I can definitely see what the hype is about. But, in all, man, he's a good player. But, we got to come out and execute and do what we got to do.
You hear Coach Jones out there on the mic talking about that kind of guy. Does that get to you at all? Do you think about that, or you just know that that's just part of his motivational tools?
It's part of the motivation. It definitely gets to you as a competitor. But, at the end of the day, man, you like to push. You like the arrogance Coach throws off of how good they are. So it's fun. It's fun.
Rajion, how much of an advantage, if at all, do you think it was that y'all didn't have to show much at all last week? Western had to play Kentucky, so that's a big in-state game. It's an SEC team. They're having to show a lot of stuff. Right. And y'all, kept it really, really simple. So is that an advantage going forward?
In some ways, yes. It gives them a curious mind, but at the end of the day, it all falls to execution.
Because y'all were as simple as Kentucky were on Saturday, right? There wasn't a whole lot of, wrinkles in that game last Saturday.
We just came out and played, and I think that was, part of the game plan, but at the end of the day, you just got to execute no matter what we do. For all I know, we can come out and do the same thing we did last week.
Were you upset to go out of the game at halftime, or it's the coach's call, so that's all that matters, but were you wanting to keep going? You could have probably had a huge night.
Oh, yeah, definitely, but, I've been told not to chase numbers, just, go out there and have fun. I know what's at stake for the rest of the season, and, we did what we had to do for the first half. They made the call, and I had to obey it.
What percentage of the playbook do you think you guys even showed last week? Can you give me a rough idea?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I can't even remember. I just know we went out there and had fun and executed a little bit, but I honestly don't even know, to be honest.
Rajion, how do you guys keep from getting too high after beating a team that badly in the opener?
Coach Jones. Coach Jones will definitely tell you the real, raw, and uncut, and you kind of like it because it's always exciting when you get around him. So I think Coach Jones does a great job of keeping us level-headed.
Even with the running game doing that well?
Oh yeah. Coach Jones definitely gives us a little trash talk here and there. So it's kind of fun. You want to definitely go out and prove him wrong and talk a little trash with him after you do something good. So he does a good job of keeping us honed in and real humble and level-headed.